Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we hung out with Sojiro and Futaba, still trying to deal with Futaba's uncle, and, you know, some things happened. We kind of helped them work it out. And then the next day, we had lunch with Kasumi and Maruki. And then, for the evening, as way of a celebration and welcome party, we took advantage of the fact that Haru's dad's company had rented out the entirety of Destinyland, a kind of Disneyland-esque theme park, for the evening. And so we had our party there. But during the party was the press conference where Okamura was going to apologize for everything and reveal all. But he had a sudden mental shutdown and heart attack in the middle of it. So, that did not go to plan for our team. And now we're trying to figure out what happened, what went wrong, and all that sort of stuff. Now, we as the players know that someone came in behind us afterwards and killed Okamura's shadow. So, we know that, but the rest of the actual characters don't yet. So, we need to sort out what happened and see what we're going to do next. And at the moment, we can't really do anything. Because Morgana's laying down. And we can check the plant, but we don't need kindness points anymore, so there's no real need to continue to fertilize the plant. So, go ahead and just go to bed. What in the world is going on? Oh, we're just gonna sleep. And are we going to the Velvet Room? It would seem so.
On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed. Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened.
Indeed. What happened?
Who knows?
Who knows, huh?
However, don't you sense it? The malicious will of another? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed. Though I doubt that will be the case. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
Alright, my bond with Igor is growing deeper. Rank 9.
Alright.
We shall meet again.
Time's up, inmate. Hurry up and return to your world.
And now the approval rating is starting to drop.
True?
Did you hear? Okamura died. It's all over the news. He collapsed during his press conference, right? I wish I'd been watching it when it happened. You're probably better off. It was a total disaster. I never imagined seeing a heart attack would be so unsettling. The news says it was because of illness. Oh, excuse me. The news says it was because of illness, but either way you spin it, still bizarre. Yep, my allergy season. A little gurgly. Damn, wish I'd seen it live.
Listen this time, okay?
In this age, proletarian literature, that is, literature written by the working class. Did you see the interview? I thought it was going to be some hidden camera show at first. I was so scared I changed the channel. He really looked like he was in pain. That was sick. Be quiet down. We're in class right now. Not to mention, you have midterms starting on Monday. Focus on studying. Things are getting pretty bad. Alright, so we have exams coming up next week. Alright, texts. Seems police have shown up at our school. The police? What for? Your sister hasn't told you about any of this? Nothing at all. Could this be related to Okamura's death in some way? There's no connection between our school and Okamura Foods. Well, except the fact that his daughter goes to this school. Think they came to talk to Haru? He's absent today. And seriously, what are they here for? I can't even begin to fathom the reason. Anyhow, let's be particularly careful not to stand out. And head straight home once school ends. Understand that, everyone? Well, anyone who's been paying attention should be able to kind of put the pieces together.
We haven't found anything useful as evidence.
The first Phantom Thieves incident was at our school. Our school's principal died from a sudden mental shutdown incident. And now Okamura had a mental shutdown, who's the father of a student who goes to this school. You know.
I see.
We were hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking. Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Isn't that convenient?
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
Dude in the back is really checking that chair over.
The principal? No one told me about that.
And flash forward.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life. And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another.
Yep, we weren't even in the country at the time.
You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse. Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
Our teammate was in danger, yes.
Simple enough. There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
Alright, my bond with Sae is growing deeper. Rank 5.
Alright.
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... What's the matter? Is it a side effect?
Getting a little woozy.
What in the world did the police inject into you?
My vision is starting to get distorted.
Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused. Don't scare me like that. If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable.
Oh?
Well then, let's move on. At last we arrive at your most recent crime.
Yes, the one where we got caught.
You know what I mean, don't you?
And you have the calling card.
This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself. Now, explain everything to me.
Now we know why she's so interested in this interview. Other than the fact that she's been pursuing the case for a long time. So we were in her palace when we got caught. Alright, has anyone been able to contact Haru? Haven't. No luck here. Me neither. She won't pick up. Doesn't look like she's seen any of our chats either. I'm worried about her. I hope Haru's okay. Alright, well, it's evening. And we can't leave LeBlanc.
Nice.
But we can do things here. So, we need guts, right? So we have a DVD that should help with that, right?
Oh.
Yep, 31. Go for it.
Well, where's the manuscript? Can't do this. I'm done for. Just keep writing. The president can still grant you an amnesty.
The editor demanded a manuscript, but the writer only hung his head in defeat.
For real?
This is no time for writer's block. How is he going to make the deadline?
Oh.
We finished watching 31, huh? We're pressed for time ourselves, but we made it. Alright. Got a pile of guts. And maxed out. So all social stats are now maxed.
Well then.
So we don't need to do any more social stat boosting activity. So only confidants. Or other activities. President Okamura died. Is this just a coincidence? Is there an illness that could cause that? Nah, no way. If it was murder? That's terrifying. This might be the biggest event of the century. I doubt that. I think there are some other events. Depends on where you define the century. Even still. Oh, Kanekun? Haru. Well, apologies for messaging you so early in the morning. Things have calmed down a bit at home, so I thought there's something I need to tell you. What's the matter? There's actually something that caught my attention. I think I need to discuss it with everyone, though. We should meet at the hideout after school.
It looks like Haru is managing. Somehow.
Seems like it.
Alright. Let's meet up with everyone after school.
Was Okamura murdered? But that was a live broadcast, wasn't it? It wasn't an illness, and it has to be murder. Did something happen to the honor student? She seems different now. Still, I feel bad for him, going out like that.
With this, preparations are finally in place.
Ah, yes.
The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. Now then, she'll be next.
He'll be next?
Yes, I've already spoken to Human Resources about it. It will be a heavy responsibility, but I'm certain it'd be an honor for her. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time.
Ah, sigh.
Indeed. They'll become the criminals we've set them up to be, just as you instructed.
It's so damn loud.
Where's Haru?
Well, she's the one who called the meeting.
She's the one that called us,
Yep.
so she'll show up eventually.
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father. Wait, what?
What's up?
People are posting that we killed President Okumura!
So it's begun already.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
Still! They were raving about us so much, and now they just treat us like murderers?
Yep.
What a lightning-fast change of attitude.
Well, that's public opinion for you.
They don't know a damn thing about our situation.
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
But there's no way to vindicate ourselves.
There she is.
Haru!
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the one who asked you all to make time for me, too.
My condolences. Must be rough.
I'm okay now. I called everyone together because there was something worrying me. Did you all target the principal?
Huh? The principal? You mean ours?
Yes.
What makes you say that?
Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home. It was a woman named Mijima-san.
That's...
I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office. Considering that this was right after what happened, it's got to be Shujin's.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Doesn't this all seem weird to you?
Yep. Seems like we're being set up.
It may just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quickly after President Okumura's incident.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
Right. Lord hit a specific target that they would know who we would be going after, so they could take him out in a very public way.
For real?
That could be.
And therefore lay all the blame on us.
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
What else are we supposed to do then?
Let's all calm down for a moment. From what Haru said, even the police are suspecting that the Phantom Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now.
Yep, that's the best move, is just act normal.
In addition, we have midterms next week.
Exams? At a time like this? I envy you, Futaba. Futaba?
Lost in thought.
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it. I wonder what that could be. At any rate, we need to behave and not draw attention to ourselves. Understood?
Don't tell me the Phantom Thieves did that to President Okumura. They're heroes. They would never do that. I'd be disappointed if they just turned out to be criminals. It has to be some kind of trick. They would never do that. I can't think of any other explanation. That has to be it.
For real?
Alright, they found a calling card on the principal? That's impossible. This is ridiculous, Mishima. Why are people doubting the Phantom Thieves over what happened to President Okumura? You'd never do such a thing. Isn't that right? Could have been them. No, I think we're kind of beyond messing around with Mishima at this point. Yeah, I trust them. Anyways, it seems like everyone's forgotten all that they've done up to this point. That won't stop me, though. I'll continue cheering them on. Make sure you tell them that. We'll see you later.
Mishima is a bit narrow-sighted, but he's a good person deep down. We can't betray him.
Yeah, no intention of doing that. Alright, again, we're kind of stuck in the cafe. So... we don't need to do anything for social stats, so we don't need to watch DVDs, we don't need to play video games. Unless I was going after the trophy for it, which I don't really care at this point. We could make curry or coffee. Oh, TV. The sudden death of the CEO, Okamura Foods is scrambling to deal with the aftermath. Stock prices are low. It's almost certain Okamura Foods will be pressured into restructuring their management. The public is watching to see how they handle the issues Mr. Okamura addressed in his press conference. What's going to happen to Haru's company? I'm worried about that too. Yeah, because now it's all in her lap. Out of curry making ingredients. Alright. Studying isn't going to help us. Reading isn't going to help us. No need to call Kawakami. So, the only thing we really have to do is to brew some coffee. And that will get us some points with Sojiro as well, so...
Hey!
You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to brew some coffee.
Ooh.
Yes! Alright.
Yep. Same events as always. We got 2 master coffee. The chief's gentlemanly charm is rubbing off on you. We don't need any points for anything. This is just to get the coffees as a resource. And points with Sojiro. Looks like you're at it again. How's it going? Here, I'll have a sip. Right. This flavor. It's Cuban Crystal Mountain, right?
Let me explain.
Cuba is the biggest island in the Caribbean. Their coffee is known for its full-bodied aroma and taste. Crystal Mountain coffee is made from only the largest beans of the harvest, which has a sweet, nutty flavor with low acidity. Okay. Still says the flavor profile is bland. You should practice more. Alright. We got a little bit of points. There's not a lot of things in life that won't go the way you want them to. There's nothing anyone can do about it. The real question is how you react in those situations. Will you run away and live with regret for the rest of your life, or will you face it head on? You're still young. You can have as many fresh starts as you want. Although I'm not really one to talk. Anyway, keep your chin up. Okay?
Well then.
And it keeps dropping. I'm sorry for worrying all of you. It's Haru again. We won't be able to respawn for a little while longer. You don't need to mind us. More importantly, are you doing alright? I'm okay. I'm more worried about the people at the company, to be honest. It seems everyone's having difficulty with not only clients, but the press as well. They're even handling the preparations for my father's funeral. I feel so guilty that I'm unable to help out at all. You shouldn't. Everyone understands this is a trying time for you. And we're here if anything happens. I know. I'll get in touch once things settle down. Alright. I'll say don't push yourself. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Bless that girl. Worrying about others even at a time like this.
Bet they killed Okamura to make an example out of him.
Impossible.
Why else would they kill him during a press conference? I read somewhere that Okamura raised his daughter alone. There's a question. What about Haru's mother? Maybe he wasn't a great manager, but as a parent, I feel for him. Murdering someone to make a point is textbook terrorism. Like Shido and that Akechi kid say, the Phantom Thieves are a menace. have been cheering on murderers all this time? It has to be a setup. The Phantom Thieves aren't like that. They had to endure that harsh training every day. I feel a bit sorry for them. I believe in the Phantom Thieves. They wouldn't do that. Oh, the gymnast girl? Yeah, she's changed in a good way. Alright, more texts. Who on earth set us up? Does anyone have any ideas? Of course not. If I were to guess, I would say the culprit behind the mental shutdowns. And how do we even know we got set up to begin with? They found a calling card in Principal Kobayakawa's office. Yeah, I mean, someone had to put it there. Someone else had to have planted that, obviously. In the worst case scenario, it's possible they know our identities. This is bad, guys. Yeah, so our state of affairs is looking quite bleak. Well, let's prove our innocence. How are we going to do that, though? It looks like our only choice now is to find the true culprit. Although we don't have any leads. Damn it, why's this got to happen to us? Alright, we have an actual afternoon now. Wish we could prove our innocence, but we can't afford to make a dumb mistake and get ourselves caught. I'll just have to keep laying low and wait. Let's not do anything conspicuous, okay? More texts from Mishima. Hey, sorry for bringing this up when things are so chaotic. I know it's been tough after what happened to President Okamura and all. But this is a perfect time for smaller changes of heart to restore your reputation. Anyway, here's the info I have. If true, this one is pretty crazy. Apparently, an ex-mercenary who works as an assassin is hiding out in Shibuya, in the Shibuya underground. He acts like a homeless person during the day, but then goes about his work at night. He hasn't left any trace of his identity, though, so there's nothing the police can do. Hey, everybody's got to work. I think I said that. Killing people is not okay. Well, according to the rumors, his name is Yohei Kiritani. I'm seriously scared. I don't want anything to do with this. I'm leaving this up to you. Okay. You really doesn't see. Reputation may have taken a hit after Okamura's death, but we can still prove our justice in mementos. Yeah, next time I head in the mementos, we'll definitely talk about that. Let's see, how many requests do I have? I have another message from Okoto. Dinner coming up. Have you been... Your studies been going well? I can give you a general idea of what they were like when I was a second year. What do you think? Want to study together? Later. No, I don't think we've... No, we haven't maxed her out. I say we shouldn't make be conspicuous, but I'm gonna draw the Phantom Thieves logo on the chalkboard.
Yes.
Ah, the Phantom Thieves. President Okamura died because of the Phantom Thieves, right? I heard they're behind all the weird stuff that's been going on. They tricked us good, huh? Does that guy not watch the news or something? Way to bring the mood down. I'm sure it's like villains or something. Okay, make sure it's totally erased. Okay. There is at some point you'll actually get some bonuses by doing that, but not yet, I guess. Alright, so what are the things that we can do? We could hang out with Yusuke. We could hang out with Takemi, neither of which really do anything for us. Alright, well, there isn't a ton to do at the moment. Well, what I will have to do is figure out what that's going to be. But I think this is the end of the episode, so we'll go ahead and stop here. And we'll pick this up for next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.